Manny, you were third last year in the downhill here in Val Gardena. Initial thoughts on the course today after training run number one?
It was good. I think, especially with all the injuries that have occurred this year so far, I think they kind of just took a proactive step and I mean, it is quite easy this year, I think. But I mean, everybody always says, I mean, even if it's easy, you're still racing against the top guys in the world. But I think that, you know what, after Val Gardena and I mean, the chaotic Super G that they held that just kind of probably just looked terrible on TV. You know, I think they took a step back and they're kind of just reassessing what's going on, and I think it's good. You know, by race day, I think it's the right approach where it's a little easier first training round, but by race day, it's gonna be as hard as it should be, but people will have the time to do it. I think this is the first World Cup training run or race that we've had this year that somebody didn't get injured. So you know, it's a good step forward.
Of course, the big Super G win for you in Lake Louise. Maybe not quite as much success since then. Where are you in terms of your skiing potential right now, and where does it need to go?
Well, I've had a lot of crashes in Beaver Creek, so Beaver Creek is a tough one for me. I just trying to kind of work through that and everything. I mean, Val Gardena was just another race. I mean, it's, you know, there are some guys did well, some guys didn't, some guys blew out. It was kind of just put that behind myself. You know, this time last year when I came here, I didn't have one single World Cup point, or maybe I had two, but you know, not enough to care. And you know, I still finished the downhill season 5th overall, and I think it's always taken me a little bit of time to get into the season, and I think, you know, this now I have you know, over 120 points, and it's gotten you know, I've worked up to where I am, and I think I'm skiing a lot better. So you know, I'm happy to be over in Europe, and I'm happy to be able to just kind of rip these classic downhills, because I think that's we're kind of getting away from them a little bit in Canada and America, and it's be good to get back on them.
How many times between now and February will journalists ask you about expectations in Vancouver?
Well, you're not the first person to ask that question. You know, everybody's asking about the Olympics. I have no idea if there's any other sporting event in the whole world, or sporting event, I guess you can call it, where you talk about it 5 or 6 years before it happens. You know, it's a little ridiculous, I think. You know, we've got we've got so much even now to concentrate on. I mean, even asking about the Olympics today, I've got this race to worry about, you know, and then I've got Bormio, and I've got Kitzbühel and thing, and you know, I've got other races to worry about. Now, obviously, I've qualified within my team, so that's a weight off my shoulders. But that's all I've done. That's great. That wasn't really a goal of mine. That was more of just an expectation. So I've qualified. Now I need to, you know, excel and figure out how to peak for the Olympics. But until then, I mean, I got to race every race, and I got to race hard.
Good luck here in Italy.
Perfect.